We are live, Facebook Live, Cultural Alliance of Long Beach. We are doing our second free online music guitar guided practice. So this is our intro where we let Alonso just kind of warm up. So if you saw from the beginning, I hear your comments, people. Thank you for joining. Johanna will address in a little bit. Johanna wants you to slow down. We haven't started. We're just warming up. So the reason why I start a little bit afterwards, I go on the Chromebook and start shooting the link to other groups so people can get a chance to join us. So now you're warmed up. So he's warmed up. You see he's stretching his hands. So he was pretty much just warming up his fingers. He was trying to keep up with the chords that we're going to talk about today. We are doing a guitar chord progression. Last week we did another guitar chord progression. Last week we started with G. Today we're going to start with C. We're doing 4 chords. So this is geared towards the guitar folks. Maybe later or another day we'll do another instrument. So we're going to review the chords that we're going to talk about. We're going to do major or C major chord on guitar. Can you strum that? There you go. We're going to do A minor. There you go. And we're going to do D minor. And we're going to do G7. All right. And as you can see, we created a pretty good graph, or actually a chart. Nice colored. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. So we'll zoom in on the first chord. And we got a great view right there. We can see Alonso's placing his fingers on the guitar neck, left hand. First of all, he's holding the guitar nicely comfortable. And if you notice, we have 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3, and that refers to the fingers that he's going to be using. So actually, can you show us your hand? There you go, that way. Let's zoom in over there. So can you show us finger 1, finger 2, finger 3, and 4? All right, so now put it the other way towards you. There you go. So do it again, because that's how we have our chart. So start from the beginning, close it. Finger 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are the fingers, and they correspond to right here. If you can see me with the pointer, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the placement of finger 1 goes on the second string. The second string from the bottom up. We talked about the numbering system. The strings there are numbered 1 through 6 from the bottom up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the numbers of the strings, right? And these are the numbers of the frets, right? Right here is the nut, that plastic. Alonso, can you point to the nut? That's the nut. The next metal bar it's the fret 1. You don't want to press right on the metal. You want to press right behind it. As long as you're within this area of fret 1, but very close to the metal. And then fret 2 is all this area. Fret 3. So in this case, finger 1, fret 1, second string. Finger 2, fret 2, fourth string. Finger 3, fret 3, fifth string. And the pinky is not doing anything for now, but we are going to designate the pinky as finger 4 for our last chord, or other chord. Actually, in the future we're going to use that, so it's good to know the numbering system. Another thing that you notice on our board here, we put we put an X on the top string, which is the low E string. What that means is we're not gonna strum that string. So we're doing chord C, and we're gonna strum from the 5th string down. And you see these little circles? Those circles signify that those strings stay open. So you're not going to mute those strings. So the placement of Alonso's fingers are not touching those open strings. So this is where you have to have your nails clipped really good and make sure you leave yourself enough room under the fingers. You're only pressing where the colors are, where the dots are. And this is the diagram. So you go ahead and strum chord, C chord or C major chord, Alonso. Great. So he's strumming string by string from the 5th string down. Very good, very good. All right. So now that we reviewed the C chord, let's review A minor. Now A minor is different, right? If we look at our chart here, we have an X on the top. That means we're gonna strum from the 5th string down, and that string's gonna stay open. Let me zoom in a little bit. So that string's gonna stay open. Right, the top string stays open. Actually, yeah, no, I apologize. The top string, we ignore it. That's why we have a little X right there. Right. The 5th string stays open, and the 5th string is open A, and that's why we have an A chord right here. But what we do here is what determines our minor. So we have finger 1 on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, finger 2 on the 4th string of the 2nd fret, finger 3, 3rd string of the 3rd fret. So here's the diagram, the picture, and we'll let Alonso strum that chord for us. Nice. Keep strumming that. Notice he's only strumming from the A down. So he's ignoring the top string. Every string gives you a nice clean note. Very good, Alonso. So let's review our D minor. Our D minor is this one right here, D minor. Again, we have 2 X's on the top 2 strings. That means we're going to start our strumming from the 4th string down, which is open D, and that's why you have a circle. That means D is open, right? So you place finger 1, 1st string, 1st fret, finger 2, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string. There's every color matches, so you can see we did a nice little poster here. And we'll let Alonso strum this chord, D minor. Very good, very good. So let's review our last chord, then we'll show you the strumming patterns. So our last chord is G7. Now G7 is very interesting. You have to leave 3 strings open. You can see the 3 circles right there for those particular strings are open. And you use finger 1. Let me zoom in a little bit. There you go. Finger 1, 1st string, 1st fret. Finger 2, 5th string, 2nd fret. Finger 3, 3rd fret, 6th string. And everything in the middle that's not numbered or dotted, it's going to be open. And you strum all the strings. Go ahead, Alonso. Very good. So now I'm gonna let Alonso strum a sequence. Maybe last time we did a quarter notes and switching or shifting chords every beat. You want to do that? Okay, go ahead and do that. And very good. So Alonso is strumming quarter notes, so he's shifting chords every beat. So he's doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. So that is our first pattern. You ready for the next pattern?
Yes.
So the next pattern you're going to strum four beats per chord, and then we're switching or shifting. So by the way, shout out to all the people watching us. Johanna is watching us. She says, "Hola Alonso, hola Efren." She wants to remind you that Rick's class is at 10 a.m. sharp on the Google Meet. Go to the link. It's over now, but every Saturday, 10 a.m. All right. And Anna Stevens says, "Hola, Jose." Johanna was asking earlier to slow down, but it was part of the warm-up. So now we're like actually going over everything slower, and we're guiding you. So we did the quarter beats. Now we're doing the quarters, but 4 beats per chord, and then we shift. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, very nice, Alonso. Very nice. So as you can see, he continued quarter beats, and he was doing 4 counts or beats per chord. And then he was shifting. Pretty tired, huh? So he was actually going at a little bit of a fast pace. So let's see what. So if you guys want to share this video, go ahead and do so. It's free guided practice. We're just showing you some guitar chord progressions that Alonso is pretty efficient at. He's a student here. It's been over a year now here at the Cultural Alliance of Long Beach. We are doing this in absence, of our meetings in person. We're streaming live. Every Saturday we're going to do a different guided practice after our professor's over with the class on the Google Meet. So if you're watching us, press like, press the hearts, share it. The video will stay on for people to review. So share it, to other groups, people that might be interested in learning guitar or music. So shout out to Johanna again. Anna Stevens says Jose. and all the folks tuning in. So we went over 2 strumming patterns already. We went quarter beats per chord, and then we did quarter beats 4 times each chord, and it kept going in circles. Now the last pattern is different than before, and we put it on the top because it's a lot more complex. We can see it's down, down, down. You carry it a little bit longer, and then up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, and you keep repeating that pattern. So Alonso is going to show us. Maybe he can start slowly, do a little bit. We'll try to explain it, and then we'll carry on. But I'll let Alonso start with that. Very good, Alonso. So Alonso wants to share with us this pattern, the strumming pattern. So he does 2 strums, like quarter beats maybe. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the first 2 are quarter beats, down, down. And the third one, notice the third one is a longer line. So he's going to strum that a little bit longer, not exactly double, but maybe just a little bit over like a quarter beat. In regards to the timing, we're not going to tell you specifically what timing it is. We just want to show you the pattern, right? You just carry it just a little bit longer. Right after that, you go up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. You know what? Let me zoom into the pattern, and here we go. You can see the pattern right there. So if you're, want to write it down or want to screenshot that pattern, that's the pattern that we're practicing. This is the 3rd pattern we're doing for this guy to practice. All right, now I'm going to zoom back out so you can see Alonso. But you see the pattern right there. And those are the 4 chords. So he'll start the first chord. Are you doing the pattern one time per chord? One time. Per each chord. Okay, very good. So he's going to do this entire pattern for this chord. So he's going to be, all this is C, 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 right? All of that. But he's going to do it one time for C, and then the pattern again for the A minor, right? So right here, he's going to stay on this chord. He's going to go down, 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 up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We're going to switch. And he's going to start, A minor, down, 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 up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So that's the pattern for A minor, right? For all of them, pretty much. And then, so this is the sequence. It goes C, A, D, G. But he's going to carry all these strumming patterns for each chord, and then he's shifting. So that's what he's doing. So I'll let him strum that a little bit more, and then we'll kind of review everything and maybe take your comments if Go ahead, Alonso, when you're ready. Very good, Alonso. Wow, very, very good. This pattern is really tough, right? Is this more difficult than the one we did last time? Wow. So we have the pattern here for strumming. We have down, 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 and carry it a little bit longer. And then you go up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. This pattern is very complex, right? But it's not impossible. So zoom into that pattern. You do that pattern once per chord, and these are the chords that we are using. C major, A minor, D minor, and G7. All right, so we did a nice little poster here. If you are new to guitar, you know, maybe you want to start with learning the chords, you know, just learn these chords, take your time. Once you learn that, you'll be able to shift, you know, but practice is the key. And so review the chord sequence: C, A major, C, A minor, D minor, and G7. And we went over 3 different patterns. The very first one is basically one strum, shift, another strum, shift, another strum, shift, another strum, again, shift, and so forth. It's one, right? That's the easiest one in our guided practice today. All right, and that one is going to take practice. If you don't know how to do the chords, when you review this video, we kind of go over how to place the fingers on each of the chords. And you look at our poster here, it tells you in practice, make sure your nails are really trimmed. If you have long nails on your left hand, it's not going to work. I'm going to be honest and tell you the truth, it's not going to work. You need to have very, very short nails to be able to press down correctly and bring out the best sound. So that was the first strumming pattern that we did. And we're going to review the second strumming pattern, which was 4 strums per chord, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, shift, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, shift 1, 2, 3, 4, shift 1, 2, 3, 4. So this might be a little bit too fast for you, but if it is, not to worry. Do the first pattern, or just do it slower, right? So let's do the 4 ones, but like slower, like 1, 2, like really like as slow as you can, just to show folks that you know, if Alonso sounds like he's going a little bit too fast, that's because he's pretty pretty intermediate. I'd like to say, you know, like pretty good, proficient. So we'll do a slower down of the pattern, that same pattern. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, shift 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 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see you can do this slower. So we have 3 different practice exercises. Do the one that's best for you. If you don't get to the top one because it's very complex, it's okay. We have broken it down. If you're new, first time to guitar, when you review this video, at the beginning we talk about how working on the chords and the numbering system. This nice little poster that we created. Remember those numbers, right? Every finger has a number, every string has a number, and every fret has a number. You're gonna master those because every video you watch, they're gonna you pick up a book from the library, it's gonna have the same language. So we want to make sure you're familiar with that. We want to follow that to be on par with that. I have a question for Alonso. The pattern that we're using up here, it works at that same speed, right? Like if you slow it down, it's not gonna work, right?
No.
You can slow that one down, right? Okay, so that one, because of the particular timing, it's like it only sounds right if you do it at that speed. So that one, you probably if you're learning the chords, this pattern is not gonna work out for you. But that's okay because some of you guys may already know how to do chords, right? So then you practice something a little more challenging. So right now I think we went over everything, and I want to thank everyone that's watching. We pretty much cover everything. If you have questions before we cut off the transmission, go ahead and write them down. Once we finish the video, you're going to be able to go back to it and review it. I'll be watching for comments, maybe making corrections if I said anything wrong. But I'm going to just let Alonso strum. He's going to strum at his own beat, right? But he's going to focus on the chords. So if you hear different patterns that he may throw in there, this is just our outro. So we're going to outro with letting Alonso be free, right? He may go fast, he may go slow, but you know what? These are the chords we talked about. C major chord on guitar, A minor chord, D minor, and G7. And that sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll let Alonso just work at his own pace. Go ahead, Alonso. gracias. Muchas gracias, Alonso. Thank you, Alonso, for doing this for the community. So I want to thank everybody for watching. Alonso, Johanna, Rick, everybody. Sused Castro Gudiño, thank you for watching us. Victor Ladd is Cultural Alliance of Long Beach board member, and thank you for watching us. Johanna, Jose, everyone, thank you guys. Make sure you watch the video. Once we're done, review it. There's a prior video from last week, so we're gonna try to do one every week. All right, if you want a live instructor guidance or actually class for the theory part, 10 a.m. Google Meet, the link is on the event, and that one you can talk to the professor. Afterwards, we do our practice, and we just do this for the community. Once again, thank you everybody. Share the video, review it if you want, grab your guitars, your instrument. Take care of yourself, stay healthy.
Thank you.